How are you today?
Not bad.
Not bad. That's great. That's great. Can you turn on your camera, please? And you too, Ming. Hello, Ming.
Hello.
Oh, hi. How would you like me to call you?
Mm, Yes.
Niet. Hello, Niet.
Yes.
I'm I- I'm Ellis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Could you turn on your cameras, please, guys? Hello, Sing.
Hi.
How are you today, Sing?
Oh, I'm well.
Great. Great news. Hello, Tuan Ming.
Hello.
How are you? I'm Ellis. Nice to
I'm
meet
fine.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
Good. Could you all turn on your cameras, please? Long yet? Tuan Ming? Sing, I don't know if yours is working still.
Okay. Can you see it?
Ah, hello. Nice to see you. Thank
Yes.
you, Sing.
Yes.
Long, can you turn on yours? Perfect. Niet, could you turn on yours, please?
Okay.
Thank you. And Tuan Ming, could you turn on yours, please?
Please.
Oh dear, Long, you've got a bit of a cough there.
Yeah. I got it
Yes.
to be got it from my sister.
Oh, lovely. It's nice that she's sharing.
Not a great thing to share.
No, it's not the best thing to share. You're very right about that. And Sing, how's your week been?
Oh, this is a really tiring week for me.
Oh, how come?
Oh, I have to approach some deadline, and oh, there's two of them, and I have an exam next week.
Oh, wow. Wow. What's your exam in?
My it's English. It's English.
It's in English. I'm sure you'll be fabulous.
Oh,
And and yet, how has your week been?
Can you repeat, please?
How has your week been?
Hmm,
Did you have a good week?
no,
No? How come?
I I take many mistakes in my class, and my teacher um punished me a
Oh, she
lot.
punished. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. I hope it's a better weekend for you. And Tuan Ming, how has your
Yes.
Tuan Ming, how has your week been? Tuan Ming,
Fine. It's fine.
it's been fine. What did you do this week?
Um, I have a lot of math problem. I guess.
Lots of maths problems. Okay. So very busy for all of us then. All right. So,
Yeah.
Nguyet and Ming, you are new students. I'd like you to introduce yourselves, please, so we can get to know you a bit more. And then Long and Sing will introduce themselves to you. Ming, would you like to introduce yourself first, please? Oh, wait, I'll go first. Okay, so I'm Ellis. I'm an English teacher, as you can see. I'm from England, but I'm currently living in Germany during the COVID lockdown, the second one in Europe, which is really wonderful.
Oh, wow.
It's not so wonderful. The lockdown is horrendous. Okay, and Ming, could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Vũ Minh from um, Nguyễn Trãi High School. Come on.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, and Nguyet, could you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, my name is Nguyệt. I'm come from Saint Heidelberg. I I am studying in Saint High School, and okay,
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
Excellent. Well, nice to meet you, Nguyet. And Ming, how old are you? Duan Ming, how old are you? All right. Sing, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Oh, mm, yeah, I'm 16 years old and I'm studying in Nguyễn Trãi High School. I study in the same school with Tuấn Minh. Yes, but in a different class.
Ah, nice. So do you know each other?
Yeah, I know him, but maybe
Oh,
he don't know me.
no, he doesn't know me. Excellent, Sing. Well, that's nice. Now you will know each other. And Lung, can you introduce yourself, please? Lung? Lung? Your microphone is on mute, Lung.
I don't really know what to say.
Your name is Lung. You are 13 years old. What do you do at where do you study? Where do you live? You could start with that. That would be lovely.
No, I don't think anyone will be interested in that.
It doesn't matter if they're interested or not. I asked you to introduce yourself, and it's nice to have the formalities in place sometimes, Long.
Fine. Long is my name, and I'm currently 13 years old. I study in Hòa Bình Secondary School, and I breathe. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Long. Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Long. All right, so we did have homework. There are two new students. I'd like you, Yet and Ming, to listen to Long sing and think about how you would answer these questions while you're listening to them present their homework. So Sing, your question was question 2. Do
Oh,
you think that
oh,
governments around the world... Oh,
sorry. I think this is the question of the lesson of 2 weeks ago. And yes, that's right. And at that time, I
So which
do the
question?
question 3.
Ah,
Yes.
so have you done why do some people not consider environmental problems to be serious?
Yes, it is in our previous lesson.
Yes. So which can you tell me the question you've prepared for?
Oh, let me see. Oh, it is how are the eating habits now in your country different from ones in the past?
Ah, okay. But you already presented.
Yes.
You already presented that, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, then we'll just leave it because if Long has done his, then everyone else will just be listening to Long and not be able to contribute. So it's fine. We'll look at health today. So the topic today is health. And Niet and Ming, I'd like to ask you, do you know much about the structure of the IELTS? Do you know much about the structure of the IELTS test? Niet? Niet, Ming?
IELTS including four skill listening, reading, writing, and listening, reading,
Speaking.
writing, and speaking. Yes.
Excellent. Well done, Niet. Could you please, Tuan Ming and Niet, please turn on your cameras? It would be lovely to see you while you're speaking, so I know who I'm speaking to, or with, even. So thank you for that contribution, Niet. Tuan Ming, can you tell me anything you know about the IELTS test? Ming, are you there? Tuan Ming, are you there? Okay, I'm going to assume that's a no. Niet, your camera. Please, please, please,
Yeah,
please,
I'm
please.
here.
Okay,
I
great.
think I don't know much about
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, that's fine. His connection is a bit rubbish. Hopefully he comes back soon. All right, guys. So we're focusing on speaking at the moment, speaking for IELTS. And the speaking test has how many parts, Sing?
There are 4 parts. Oh,
Three.
it's 3.
There
3.
are
Oh,
three
okay.
parts. But that's okay. That's okay. There are 3 parts. And Lung, part 1. How many questions do you get in part 1?
Well, I think it's around 7 or something.
Okay, so it's 11. You get 11 questions in part 1. You get 11 questions for part 1, and they are general questions about you, your life, and you should answer all of the questions in about 4 to 5 minutes. So our answers shouldn't be too long. They shouldn't be too long in part 1. They should just be short and concise. And you can be asked, Sing, are you generally asked about just one topic in part 1, or are you asked about various topics, a variety of questions?
Oh, it is about 1 topics.
So it's about a variety of topics. Note this down if you have a notebook so you know the structure a bit more intimately. Yes, it's about a variety of topics. You can be asked about anything about you, your life, your studies, anything, a wide range of topics. And then we have part 2, which is the long talk. the long talk. And you get one of these cards, and you have 1 minute to prepare, 1 minute to prepare, and you have to answer all of the points. And then after that 1 minute, you should be speaking from between 1 to 2 minutes. And part 3 are questions that are related to part 2. And here you get a few questions, 4 to 5 minutes to answer, and you should be speaking more in depth. Part 3 is widely considered the most difficult part, but if you follow a structure, you will be fine. You will be fabulous. Okay, so let's look at some part 1 questions, short and concise. Hello, Tuan Meng, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I think
perfect.
the internet is lagging.
Yes, I think so too. All right, so Long, do you have any unhealthy habits?
Well, personally, I have to say quite a lot, considering the fact that I almost always stay up terribly late for my age. At least around 11 p.m. or something, and
Okay, excellent.
causes
So
sleep.
that's a perfect answer as it is, because we're not wanting part 1 to be too long. So personally, I say I'd have quite a lot, especially if you consider that I stay up like terribly late for my age. Probably till around 3 a.m. That's a great answer. Well done. Some great vocabulary in there as well, Long. And Sing, in what ways do you try to stay healthy?
Oh, well, currently I am trying to take up some sports, and I try to eat more food, and I want to, yes, we just that.
Yep. Okay, great. Perfect. And yet, is it easy to keep fit where you live?
No, it isn't. In my hometown, there is no gymnastic centers to keep fit, and if a pupil wanted to keep fit, they can uh, they can do it at home.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. So we could add some nice vocabulary in there. So, no, it isn't. So, not really. Not really. There
Yes.
aren't many gyms where I live. So, most people have to work out at home.
Okay, thanks for the
And that
assistance.
would be a great answer. It's all right. So your answer is no, it isn't. Try and change it so it sounds more natural. Not really, to be honest. It's not really that easy. A good
Thanks.
thing, a good technique is to not repeat the question as well. But you didn't do that, so that's excellent. Thank you, Niet. And Tuan Ming, what do you think is more important, eating healthy or doing exercise?
I think doing exercise is more important.
Why?
Uh, because don't I don't usually do exercise, and I am very weak, I guess. So I
Okay,
think
excellent. Excellent. All right. So for me, it's exercise. I don't do much and I feel pretty weak. And I feel pretty weak. That's a good answer. Yeah, for me, so you're not repeating the question. For me, it's exercise. I don't do much and I feel pretty weak. And sing. What are the health benefits of playing a sport?
Oh, about the physical health, playing sports can help you improve your muscles and it burn your bubbles and that you can become fitter. About the mental health,
Ex-
uh, playing sports can release your stress and help you wind down after a day of hard work.
Excellent. Muscles. You don't pronounce the C. Muscles. Wind down. Wind down. Long I. Wind down. Yeah, excellent. So there are mental and physical benefits. Mental benefits, you can release stress. You can also talk about playing sports releases endorphins.
Oh,
Endorphins. Endorphins are a chemical which make you happier. Which make you happier. Yeah. Your heart rate increases. It's good to get blood pumping through your body. Can make you fitter. You're less likely to get sick if your body is fitter. Okay, excellent, guys. So endorphins are the chemicals in your brain which make you feel happy. And things like sport can produce endorphins. Yet, have you ever had any habits which you considered to be unhealthy?
Yes. Mm, when I when I was 11 years old, I I have any habits or any bad habit is stay up late and I uh, I sometimes to exercise. Although my mom can be to do it. Okay.
Oh, so you didn't do any exercise when you were 11?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So when I was 11, I was unhealthy because I didn't do exercise, even though my mum wanted me to.
Okay.
And Tuan Ming, do you think more about your health now than when you were younger?
I think no. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think so.
Yeah.
I don't really think so. Why? So it's good to explain. So always give an example and explain. So part one, I want to get to know you. If you say I don't think so, it I want to know you. So I want to know why. Give an example. I don't really think so. I've never thought about it much. Yeah, why? Oh, because I never think about it. Never have, never will. Okay, and Long, do you have any habits that you consider to be healthy?
Well, honestly, I don't really think so since, well, yeah, I can be considered as a lazy person and I don't really pay attention to what I do, so yeah, I don't think so. Definitely not.
Okay. Okay, excellent. You can make that even shorter for part one. So I'm so not really. I don't consider myself to be a healthy person at all. I'm pretty lazy. And that would do it. Because remember, there are 11 questions, 11, and you have 45 minutes. So although your answers have to explain and give a little bit of detail, you don't want them to go on for too long. We're not having a long discussion. That's for part 2. Okay, so let's look at some vocabulary. A checkup. A checkup. How often do you have a checkup, Sing?
Oh, actually, I maybe just annually. Yes, I have a checkup every year when my school hold it.
Excellent. So my school holds an annual checkup. So I have one annually. And do you
Yes.
feel better after you've received the results of your checkup?
Yes, it is a relief that you are well after a year.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Sing. And Long, how often do you have a checkup?
Well, if my memory serves me correct, then my school has one once a year, and well, yeah, I only attend to that.
Okay, yep, so an annual one as well. Right, so a big word, which is very relevant right now, guys, is epidemic, pandemic. Right now, the world, not so much Vietnam, is experiencing an epidemic, a pandemic. Yet, what is the world suffering from right now? Can you tell us? Yet?
Uh,
So there's currently a pandemic in the world right now, and we're suffering from it a lot. There's a lot of lockdowns in Europe. What is it? What are we currently suffering right now?
I don't know.
It's a big virus. The world is having troubles with it. We need a vaccine for it. Sing, could you maybe help?
Well, I think that COVID is cause a wide range of people with
Yeah,
a maybe a little death toll than it have a lower death toll than
yeah. So
the
COVID,
SARS. Yes, have the lower death
yes,
toll than the SARS,
so,
but it is more dangerous as it can live longer in the surface.
perfect. Thank you, Sing. And so pandemic and epidemic are good words. Niet and Tuan Ming, we go through some vocabulary first so that we can answer questions in part 2 and 3 and use some of this vocabulary. So if you'd like to write it down and make a note of it, if you don't already know it, then that would be wonderful. Okay, so we can have an breakout. So when an epidemic starts suddenly or strikes. So we had a breakout of COVID from China, and then it went worse from there. An epidemic of obesity. Tuan Ming, what is obesity? Tuan Ming, what is obesity? Tuan Ming? Oh, the internet. Yet, what is obesity? Yet. What is obesity?
Sorry, I don't know what to say.
So what do you think it is? Can you give me an idea? What do you think obesity is? If you are obese, what could you be? Long, could you help me yet?
Hmm. I'm pretty sure that obesity means fat or unhealthy.
Yeah. Largely overweight. If you are obese, largely overweight. Excellent. And Sing. If you diagnose something, have you ever been diagnosed with an illness by a doctor?
Luckily, I haven't never been diagnosed with any illness.
Okay, excellent. Nice. So you're a pretty healthy person. The doctor doesn't have to diagnose any terrible illnesses. You could go to the doctor if you have some unknown pain or some unknown problem. And the doctor can diagnose it and it can be fixed easily. You can be cured. Or sometimes when you are ill, when you're really ill, but you're not improving, you can deteriorate. So if something deteriorates, it gets worse. So my health has deteriorated over time because I've been eating a lot of fast food and not doing any exercise. It doesn't just have to be a disease or something really terrible. Anything can deteriorate. The quality of air has deteriorated over time because we have more factories and more pollution. Chronic. Chronic means it's long lasting. It doesn't have to be really, really terrible, really, really painful, but it can be chronic. Okay. Can you infect someone with COVID yet? How can you infect someone with COVID? Yet?
I don't know.
Well, could you give an idea of what you think? Say anything. I'd prefer you to say you look at the wall and eat potatoes than say I don't know. Because if we're always saying I don't know, then we're not working with the other members in the group. And I'd love to hear you give your ideas. And you can't be wrong. Just give any idea, and I will love you for it.
Yes, I'm sorry, but I don't have don't know anything to say.
So to infect means to cause somebody to become affected by a disease. Yet, so if I infect you with COVID, I give COVID to you. So I have COVID, I infect you with it, now you have it. Okay, so how would I do that? How could I infect you with COVID yet?
Mm, you affect me.
How could I do that?
Mm, you frighten me.
Okay, I could frighten you. I could. So if I have COVID-19, so teacher Ellis has COVID-19. Teacher Ellis coughs near yet. Yet now has COVID-19. So yet, what did I do for you to get COVID-19?
Mm, you crossed near me.
Yes, I coughed near you. And you breathed in what, Long? What did she breathe in?
Mm,
Long. What didn't you yet breathe in? Long? What didn't you yet breathe in from my cough? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Uh, she breathed in the virus. Maybe. I think so.
Yeah. She breathed in my water droplets
Yeah.
containing the virus. Yeah. Okay. So what are the what are the symptoms of COVID? Tuan Ming, what are the symptoms of COVID?
Can you speak again?
What are the symptoms of COVID?
I think coughing, sneezing,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Excellent.
and mm, I don't know. I I have nothing to say.
That's
I guess.
okay. Coughing, loss of taste and smell, but a symptom is what happens to your body after you were infected with something. Sing, if you were
Yes.
to prevent, if you want to prevent COVID, if you want to prevent COVID, you catching it, I mean, you being infected by COVID,
Oh,
how would you prevent? So
I
how would you prevent?
yeah. I think that I will wear the mask. I will isolate with
Yeah,
other people so that I won't be infected from them or made them infected. And I
away
will
from other
follow
people.
the doctor advice if there's something bad happen.
Yes, if something bad happens. Excellent. Okay, so a vaccine prevents against a virus. A vaccine prevents against a virus. Can can a vaccine prevent against a bacterial disease? Bacteria.
Mm, I think it's not effective.
No,
Mm,
it's not. So a vaccine only prevents you from catching a virus. Antibiotics prevent you catching, well, treat a bacterial disease. So vaccines prevent you from catching or from being infected by a virus. Antibiotics help to treat bacterial infections. Okay. Excellent. So sing.
Yes.
I would like you to describe a healthy habit you have. You should say what the habit is, how often you do it, why it is healthy, and explain why you enjoy it. Remember, give an answer, explain your answer, and give examples. Talk for 1 to 2 minutes about your topic and answer all of the points on the card. Right? It's very important that you do these things.
Okay.
Long. Could you describe a time when you were ill? You should say when this was, what your symptoms were, how long the illness lasted, and say how it affected your life at the time. Okay?
Well,
And Niet, so you will have, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to prepare, right? Niet, could you describe a place that you visit to keep fit? You should say what it is, when you go there, what you do, and why you like it.
Yes.
Tuan Ming? Excellent. Tuan Ming? Tuan Ming, could you also describe a time when you were ill? Say when it was, what your symptoms were, and how long the illness lasted. All right, Ming? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes from now to prepare.
Okay. Fine.
Oh dear, Long. 2 minutes, guys. All right. Sing. Could
Okay.
you describe a healthy habit you have?
Oh, I have to say that I don't care much about my health, but there's a healthy habits that I kept from my elementary schools. That is playing sports. I often play sports while I am free, probably on the weekends. Well, I will play football on the Sunday morning and play badminton with my friends in the afternoon, and we have a fun when we play this. I believe that playing sports help me is healthy because it improve my health both in physical and mental side. It it helped me to help me to strengthen my muscles, and is it keep my blood it better my blood pressures. And about the mental side, I can relax and have fun with my friends when I win. Yes, and I can say that playing sport can is help me to recharge my battery after a week.
Yeah, excellent. Recharge my batteries. I love that. Recharge my batteries. You pronounced muscles correctly. You had a great starter. You answered all of the points. You talked for about a minute, so that's great. Um, you could say both physically and mentally. So I enjoy it. It's healthy. It improves my health physically and mentally. Mentally, recharge my batteries. Physically, I can strengthen my muscles. And I have kept this routine, this healthy habit. So good job, Sing.
Yes.
Long. Describe a time when you were ill. Long, you're on mute.
Well, if I recall correctly, then there was one time when I was still in seventh grade where I got dengue, which was, well, it was a less dangerous variant, though it was still able to make me stay in bed for 5 days straight. And, well, good start. Because if I even got a single breath, I get nasty headaches, which are never fun to have. And honestly, that's basically it. Yeah, the period was pretty
Excellent.
boring, honestly.
Beautiful answer, Long. Short but sweet. You had a fabulous starter. You answered all of the points. Nasty headaches. Excellent. You're describing the headache and how it was. It's never fun to have. You gave examples. Great. That was really really wonderful. All in the correct tense as well. So thank you for that. Yes. Describe a place that you visit to keep fit. You should say what it is, when you go there, how do you what do you do there and why you like it.
Yes, a place I visit to keep fit is our games located in Hyderabad, and my dad took me to there when I was 13 years old. In this time, I was quite fat, so this game group become the best place to for me to do exercise, to do yoga, and keep fit. I love this place very much. Um, in here, I can make many new friends and stay my party, and now I have um, I have a good body, and okay, I think um, our breast is I think this place is I think these creams are a good place to keep fit. Okay.
Excellent. Excellent. So you answered all the points. Well done, yet. That's great. You could, instead of repeating the question, so now for IELTS we don't want to repeat the question. So instead of saying a place that I go to keep fit is, you say, so what Long does is he stalls. He goes, if I recall correctly, or usually I go here. Let me think about that a second. You can buy yourself time to think. So try and think of a different way to answer. So I usually I go to this gym. So the pronunciation is a gym. And one last thing, um, I've been going since my dad took me when I was 13. Okay, so I've been going since then. So when do you go there? I've been going often, twice a week, since he took me when I was 13. But that was great. You answered all of the points. So thank you very much, Niet.
Yes, thank you.
And Duan Ming, question 2. Describe a time when you were ill.
Yeah. Last year I had a terrible sick. Uh, I I felt very tired that time. I don't want to eat anything. Keep I kept coughing a lot and even vomiting. I can feel my forehead will be burning. Yeah. During that time I can go to the school. I can have fun with my friend, and uh, that time were if so it were quite bad, I guess.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, you answered all of the points. That's great, Tuan Ming. That's really, really great. I had a sickness. You could say I had an unknown sickness or an unknown illness would probably be known illness. Something like the flu. You said it was last year. Great. You said your head was burning up. Burning up's a good word, so that's great vocabulary. I couldn't go. So I can't, I couldn't. Past tense. I could not go and see my friends. So it affected my life pretty badly. Also, all of you could have used some of the vocabulary we just went through. Okay, so we're going through this new vocabulary so that you can use it when you speak. So I was infected with some kind of illness. I was infected with dengue fever. There's not really a vaccine or anything for it, so I just had to wait it out. There, we've got 2 vocabulary words. So excellent answers from all of you, but try and incorporate new vocabulary. Try and squeeze it in somewhere. And part three of Ielts are questions related to. You have 4 to 5 minutes to answer these questions. They are more abstract questions. You have to answer, explain, and examples. Talk for less time than in part 2, but more time than in part 1. Right, so that is the structure of part 3. I'm going to give you a question for homework, and next week we will focus more on part 3 because we've just been doing it for home. Okie dokes. You don't have any time to prepare for part 3 questions. You only have what time to prepare for part 2. So sing.
Yes.
Sing. Could you answer, do you think people pay enough attention to the for homework? So for next week, I want you to answer that question.
Okay.
Long.
Yes.
What are the more popular ways of keeping in your country? I'd like you to answer that question for homework.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How can people be encouraged to stay healthy? That's your homework, okay?
Okay.
And Tuan Ming. Tuan Ming?
Yes,
Tuan
yes,
Ming?
yes.
Yes. How can children learn to have a healthy lifestyle? That's your homework. How can children learn to have a healthy lifestyle is your homework. Okay, excellent, guys. Shall we say thank you and I'll speak? Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye. Well done.
Thank you. Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Thank you,
teacher.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you, Long. Thank you,
You're
Sia.
welcome.
Bye.